welcome to this week's vlog. I'm feeling very fall today, and this week I'm putting on kind of a fall-ish lip. This is the Milani Keep It Full Plumping Lip Plumper in the shade 120 over the top. Very, I feel like fall color, kind of like a deeper neutral, but not too deep, I don't think. But I feel like this kind of color, and I really like this formula too, lends itself really well with a slightly lighter lippy. This is the e.l.f. O-Face lipstick in Dirty Talk. I feel like it goes really nicely and it kind of defines the lips. One thing I've definitely found as I've gotten older, and I think I mentioned this in a recent video too, when I don't put lip liner on my lips, it just looks so much better when I'm wearing lip liner. If I'm gonna take the time to put some color on my lips versus just like lip balm or something. And yeah, these new Milani ones are really, really nice that I've got all the fall vibes. We haven't decorated yet in our house for fall. That is coming. I might include that in this video. We'll kind of see how it all works out, but very excited. We already have it all. The totes are out. We just haven't done it, and the girls are so excited to put pumpkins out, go to a pumpkin patch sometime in the next few weeks, all of that stuff. So I hope you're here for the fall vibes. I am certainly feeling them. So I'm about to film a video sitting in here. It's actually an Empties video. I'm always amazed. I feel like I do these videos like 4 times a year, and every time it comes around to being time, because I look and I'm like, this thing is full. I'm like, I'm amazed at how many products I try out and use up in even just a season. Like, wow. Anyway, that video is probably up by the time you're seeing this vlog, so I will link it below if you want to check it out. Cheers. So we're about to head to Costco, all of us, the whole fam, because we go pretty much once a month, and there's just a lot that we need that we're out of. And I love getting produce there when we can. It's not wildly close to where we live, so we always have to be intentional about when we're going. But I mean, it's not that far, but anyway. But I love getting produce there because A, it is always really great produce and for a really great deal. And it's just not as easy to always go there like weekly for it. But yeah, we're about to stock up on some serious fruit, some veggies, salad, etc. And then just get some other stuff we need. And then I also placed a grocery order today to be delivered tomorrow. I might share my meal plan with you guys here in a bit, like what we're making this week. We're doing some easy stuff. I will definitely show you. You know what? I'm trying a new Crockpot meal, and it looks deceptively easy. And by that, I mean it can't be so tasty, but the reviews are insane. So I'm excited about that. I'll definitely share that recipe with you in today's vlog. So we got to get out of here, get all together so that we can go to Costco. All right, we're laughing because there's already Christmas stuff up. We're like, well, we've already passed Halloween. But they actually do still have some Halloween stuff, but that's always how it goes.
Halloween, by the way, in case you're curious.
Yeah, it's always so... Anyway, that's all. Okay, so we had talked about this popcorn maker, but the like full size. This one's smaller, but anyway, we got the full size on Amazon, fell in love. But yeah, they have this smaller one for, you know, $30. But it's awesome because you pop the popcorn in it and then you flip it over and this is the bowl. And it comes with the lid and everything. It's just like one of those simple designs, but it works really well. So yeah, we like the bigger one because then we have leftovers and there's 4 of us eating it anyway. So I can link it below if you're interested, but we absolutely love this thing. We love popcorn. There it is. Random, I know, but I'm getting some gift tags. I thought it was cool that they even had some like licensed characters like Snoopy and Mickey. And then I'm gonna I love using ribbon. This is a reversible kind of ribbon, red and green, so you can kind of use it both ways. Like $8. Alert, if you have a Costco membership, these are my favorite pajamas. I got them long ago, this brand, Room Service, and they're back and they have different prints and they're $17.99. These are like the super stretchy. They wash well, they don't get all wrinkly and weird here when you wash them. Like, they're so nice. So these are the 3 prints I'm seeing. I am getting this one. I'm a sucker for pajamas, and those, I think that is so pretty. Most importantly, water softener salt. One of the main reasons we come is this right here. It's the best deal on these yogurt pouches. They have this here now. This is really good cold brew, and it's like 3 separate packs. I was gonna say pouches. That's awesome. I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret. And that secret is I now have dethroned the perfume that used to get the most compliments when I'm out and about. That one has been dethroned by another one. And this one I think is just so universally pleasing. And I've realized it's kind of becoming my signature fall scent because it's such a cozy smell. So that would be Mod Vanilla by Ariana Grande. I finally have like the big full size. It smells so good, you guys. I wish you guys could smell it. So I always buy my fragrance on fragrance.com. Listen, you guys, they offer up to 80% off of department store prices. So if you at this point are buying your fragrance, whether it's perfume, cologne, whatever, at other retailers, you are wasting so much money because they really do offer the best discounts on these full-size, authentic fragrances delivered to your door. So I would say probably like 85 to 90% of my perfume back there was bought on fragrance.com. I love it. I'm saving money. I don't ever want to pay full price for a perfume, obviously. And they've been a trusted online retailer since 1997. So they know what they're doing. So back to my signature fall fragrance. I think the reason this feels so right for fall is because it has that kind of cozy feeling. The base note is vanilla and cacao butter. I did double check, it's not cocoa butter, it was spelled cacao, okay? Before someone comments, because I can already see it. But it has this twist where there's a note of praline. And I think that is what makes this feel like such a cozy and warm fragrance, but it's not heavy. It still has this lightness about it so that when you get in the car, you're not like, oh my gosh, like my perfume is way too strong. This is the perfect scent level. So I really think universally, most people would like this. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. It is my current favorite. So if you want to get an extra 35% off of your order on fragrance.com, you can use my code they gave me, which is JessB. That is amazing because you can actually stack that 35% off on top of the already discounted prices. So I highly recommend if there's a perfume you've been thinking about, or maybe you want to try the one I just shared, go on there, see what the final price will be. I think you'll be surprised at how affordable a lot of these become. So I will have the link to shopfragrance.com and check it out for yourself down below. I will also have my coupon code, which is JessB, to get that 35% off your order. Thank you so much to fragrance.com for sponsoring this video. Good morning. It is 7 in the morning. I just made school lunch for Genevieve. We just got our groceries delivered for like, you know, our actual meals, not like bulk items. Figured I'd show you some of it in case you're curious. I don't know. Also, a little update if you have been following along our journey of trying to have Felicity actually stay in her own bed all night. I had mentioned previously that she's so cute and cuddly, and so she'll come into our bed and she sleeps great in our bed, I have to say. But she always falls asleep in her room initially, and our bedtime routine is solid. Anyway, so many of you guys had mentioned just keep taking her back to her bed. And as much tired as you are, you know, it's kind of like the newborn phase, or, you know, that first year where you're constantly awake in the middle of the night. So we were like, okay, this week we are going to stick to it. And instead of, because it's so much easier to let her just come into our bed and fall back asleep. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we did that last night. And you know what? I did it first. Tyler did it second. And she stayed in her bed and she's still asleep. And she hasn't slept past, I think she might be awake now. How funny. Anyway, she hasn't slept past 7 in a while. Like, she's always up at like 6. So that is very nice. Okay. I'll see if I can show you this. So, Kroger, I don't know if you have one near you, and it's too late by the time you're seeing this. They had Spindrift, our favorite sparkling water, the lemon. Buy one, get one free. When was the last time you saw a buy one, get one free deal? I feel like it's always buy one, get one 50% off. You're like, all right. Buy one, get one free. There were a couple items. They must have been having like a big sale. So I was jazzed. I was like, let's stock up on our favorite. This is so good if you've never tried it. Oh my gosh. I don't even need any other flavor in my life. I've tried a lot of them. Lemon's the best. Tyler likes it too. Anyway, I also got some cold brew concentrate. Got some chicken broth for the recipe I'll be making with you guys momentarily. I got some cereal. We're just trying some different ones. We've tried this one, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but slightly better. I don't know how much better. I always say that. I'm like, I don't know. It's probably a little bit better, but it's still, I mean, it's still got sugar. It's still, you know. Anyway, but you know what? It's really good. So got this, and then I also got the peanut butter Panda Puff cereal, some SpaghettiOs. I got some Fairlife milk. Tyler generally drinks this. We still just get like a regular gallon of milk for the girls. But and I will drink this sometimes too, because it's lactose free, but it tastes absolutely like regular milk, and it's great. And we use it a lot in our like creamy recipes. Got some toothpaste. We like to keep. Oh my love, how'd you sleep? So good. Did you sleep so? All right, I got your breakfast. I'll be back. So we also got some avocados. Always some of these little cheese snacks. These are really good. I feel like they kind of got tired of string cheese and like that kind, but these little like rectangular cheeses, even we like. I mean, I like string cheese too. Okay. So we got eggs, of course. We need to boil some of these so that we have those for the week too. I forgot we had some frozen stuff. I got these Outshine popsicles are so good. My favorite quick sausage are these chicken and maple ones from Applegate, and they now sell them in this bag. They taste incredible. They're so good. They're just so good. And they're a little bit cleaner. Corn dogs. We haven't had these in a while. Felicity loves corn dogs, you guys. So much so that we had to not have them. You know what I mean? It was just easier to not have them. But anyway, we're watching some Super Y. So where did I leave off? So we also got some garlic bread. The girls love this. We feel like, is this the brand? I hope I got the right brand. We've tried a couple brands of this from time to time, and I'm like, some of them are not great. But I think this is the one that actually was good, so we're gonna find out. And then I also got.
The brand, I think it was the kind of got. One had cheese and one didn't, or something.
But I like the ones without cheese too. But the girls definitely prefer the ones with cheese.
One of them we got was not right. That's all I know.
Yeah. Also got the Japanese barbecue sauce. We were out. This was another thing that was 5 gluten free. I'm like, all right. So we've got 2 of them. I got some shredded cheese for the thing we're gonna make in the crock pot today. Bananas, but we actually got 2 of these. I was hoping one of them would be riper, but they're not. But we are out and those are a little riper. We fly through these so quickly, it's unbelievable. And so I'm like, we've got to start at least buying 2 bushels. Is that what you call it? No, 2 bunches. You had flaxseed on the list. I got flaxseed meal.
Oh.
Well, it's ground. Well, it's better for you because then it's already ready to go. It's down to clown. Your body doesn't have to break into that exterior. I don't know the science, but I feel like I remember reading at some point. I wonder if that actually is true.
I wanted for the CD date bars, which they need to be.
Oh.
That's fine. No, it's fine. We can put that in other stuff.
Honestly, I could make muffins and throw some of this, right? Because it doesn't have a taste. It has some protein in it. Anyway, well, now we have flax. We got these. We love to put in, since our detergent we use, the Molly Suds, is like fragrance free. This doesn't seem to bother any of us, like any of our skin. It smells really, really nice. This is the light ocean mist scent. We got some hot honey. We're out for those sweet potato bowls, or for anything we want hot honey on. But so good. I feel like there's a few other things I didn't mention, but anyway, that is our general little grocery haul for this morning. We also got a thing of, oh, you know what, we got like cottage cheese, sour cream, vanilla yogurt for the girls. We've already torn into that this morning with their breakfast. They love that vanilla yogurt, and it's so much. We still get, as you saw at Costco, we still get the yogurt pouches. Those are great. They really are. But in the mornings, it's so much more cost effective to just get a tub of vanilla yogurt and we can just put some on their little plates. So we have both. They're both big fans of yogurt. Okie dokie. So today, what I'm throwing in the crock pot is, it's called Slow Cooker Chicken and Rice. This is what it looks like. I will link it below. It has 213 votes, 4.92 stars. I feel like a lot of recipes I'll try, they only have like 10 votes. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, okay, this should hopefully good. It says, their description is, this is the creamiest, healthy crockpot chicken and rice recipe. It's so easy to make. No canned soup required. Because I feel like a lot of them call for canned soup, which I think I've made one with canned soup, but it would have been a few years ago. So I feel like I haven't tried this kind of recipe in a while. So calls for yellow onion. I have got that diced up here. I'm going to double the recipe and hope that it's good because it only calls for 1 pound of chicken, but this is more than a pound. So I doubled the rice, calls for brown rice chicken, onion, a bunch of herbs, and then the other main ingredients are frozen veggies and chicken broth, and then cheddar cheese. It says you have to dice the chicken breast, and I'm like, can I do that at the end once it's cooked? Like that's, I feel like how I usually do it with things like this. So I'm trying to decide, but we'll let you know out of 10 what our rating. We'll try this later on camera so you guys can see. The other thing is, it says, I hadn't actually looked at the instructions. It says within the last 5 minutes of cookie time, that sounds good. Microwave frozen veggies, until defrosted, about 2 minutes. Stir in the veggies and cheese at the end of the cook time. Okay, that's not that bad. Actually, then I might go to the store and get the right frozen veggies. I think it's supposed to be like the mix of like peas and corn and stuff. I didn't end up getting it. So I've got frozen peas, I have frozen corn. I'll throw these back in the freezer, and I might stop and actually get that since I don't need them till tonight. So I'm gonna get the onion in and get this popping. Also, I'm watching this 1940s music fall ambiance. It is amazing. All right, so I've got the chicken, rice, and onions in there. I need to add, let's see, some thyme. Again, I'm kind of doubling / tripling it because that's just where we're at right now. I didn't end up putting all that chicken in because it was still too much. So I saved one chicken breast for like another meal. Do some thyme on there. Salt and pepper. Salt, much less pepper. Garlic. Growing up, my dad did not like garlic. And I love garlic, so now when I cook, I always put too much garlic. I feel like there's no such thing as too much garlic, truly. Okay, and then a couple tablespoons of Dijon mustard. And then also I think I need to add the chicken broth. I feel like as a general rule, a lot of Crockpot meals are so much less flavorful. So I end up erring on the side of adding too much flavor. You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyone else feel that way? Okay, so it calls for 2 cups of chicken broth. I'm gonna do more than that for the same reason. You hear something, a sizzling, it's the fat of the chicken we usually will cut off. And instead of throwing it away, we'll cook it really quick on the stove and give it to Pinocchio with one of his meals. We'll just toss it on top. We say, yeah, it's payment for keeping the floors clean. All right, so there's 2 cups. I definitely think we need more. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and I guess do 4 cups. It's probably gonna be all of this, which is fine. I think if I end up needing more liquid, I can just add water. Okie dokie. So, I think that's everything. Thyme, salt, pepper, garlic, Dijon mustard, chicken broth. Yep, we wait on the frozen veggie chip. So, give it a stir, then cook it on high for 3 hours or low for 4. We're gonna do low for 4 because we've got some time. Oh yeah. I'm so curious how this will be. Ooh, with the Dijon mustard. It smells pretty good, I have to say, and the garlic, yum. Okay, so we added the vegetables. I did end up grabbing some at the store. And cheese. So we're gonna mix this and see how it is. I don't know, guys. It's looking a little sus to me. Okay, this is exactly how I feel, the way I look. I feel like we just had swim lessons. It's just one of those nights. So, okay, I've tasted it now that I've added all of that stuff. It's very mushy, which I don't love. And then furthermore, I had to salt it a lot. And again, we're not like an over salting type family, but I had to add a lot of salt to make this kind of taste good. I don't know. I'll be curious Tyler's thoughts. The taste is not bad though. I don't know. Tyler, will you come taste this?
It looks very hot.
Very mushy.
It's like the inside of a chicken pot pie,
but
without
mushier.
the crust.
Oh, I just want the crust. It is very similar. It just has rice in it. But you're right. I mean, the rest of it really is kind of like, should have just gotten a pie crust.
It's good.
Slopped this in there. But I don't love the texture, the mushy.
Yeah, I would say it's good, not great.
Well, I'm glad we did end up getting, I could not find biscuits in the store anywhere. Any version. Frozen, the kind in that, yeah. I told them, I was like, we're both an absolute mess. Anyway, yeah. I would say out of 10.
I would go 5.
Wouldn't make it again out of 10. So yeah, maybe like 5. Okay. We would like to rescind our 5 out of 10s.
Yeah.
The more we ate it, the better it got.
I'm going to go with 7 out of 10.
Oh, I was going to say like 6.5. But it really was better the more we ate it. Would you want to make it again though? Like, would we?
No.
I don't think
it was
so.
Especially good if you zobbled it with bread.
Yeah.
You
gotta zobble it with bread. I would agree with that. Anyway, so wanted to share that, Also, we are even farther into the first season of The Paper. And I know I talked about it before. It's the one that's kind of like in the same world of The Office, just now, like current. And Oscar from The Office is in it. And the first few episodes, we were both like, But now we're on like episode 6, and we're both really enjoying. Well, I should speak for myself. I'm really enjoying it. Tyler? It's like, are you there? Are you enjoying The Paper?
Yeah, very
Yeah, like once it's like any first season, but once you know the characters and they all seem even more comfortable too, it's getting really good. So yay about that, because I was really nervous. I think though, if you've seen any of it, it reminds me more of Parks and Rec than it does The Office, like a lot more. And again, they're all kind of similar, but anyway, little update on that for anyone that was curious.
Well, good morning. I am about to do some kind of strength workout. I think I'm just gonna like put on a YouTube video and then just like do my own thing versus like watch a video, you know what I mean? Because that's the vibe I'm feeling. And then I'm actually going on a walk with a friend this morning, and it would be so nice to chat with her. Someone that lives in the neighborhood that I just adore. So that'll be really nice. But I'm proud of myself because I would usually have been like, well, I'm doing the walk, so I'll just skip my strength workout. But today is a day I'm trying to go every other day, cardio and strength. And I was like, no, Jessica, you've got time. I could do a 20-minute strength workout that's low key, but still keeping up with my own goals for myself and stuff. So proud of myself for doing that. We're gonna get started on this workout. Time to get ready for the day. I'm trying to figure out like if I want to do like a full face of makeup. I think I will. I'm kind of in the mood. I guess that's what I'm asking. Am I in the mood to do a full face of makeup or not? I think I am. I think I might even wear eyeshadow. I need to switch out what palette I'm using though. I've been using pretty exclusively these two that I love, you guys know, but I'm like craving something different. So I might pull out one of these old Charlotte Tilbury palettes I've had a while that I loved. I haven't used in quite a while. There's like the nudie one, the super nudes. And then this one, I think they still sell, called Darling. I love these shimmer shade. I mean, all of this I use every single shade in this, which is really not. Actually, the only one I really don't use, I should say, is like that one. It looks lighter on camera here. It's actually pretty reddish orange. And it's just a little, I think, too reddish orange for what I typically like. So I'm going to throw on the CL Prime and Protect SPF. I like this. I don't think it's a fave. Like, let me rephrase. It's a fave in that I do like it. I don't know if I would need to repurchase it. However, I do really like it. It's just one, I don't think it's necessarily anything special, but it is really great and it doesn't pill up. And it's more just like, it feels like a regular moisturizer versus something that's got a super white cast or something that's tinted and has coverage. This really is kind of like an everyday moisturizer like SPF, and I think that's why I have enjoyed it. So I say I wouldn't repurchase it, and as I'm, we'll see. Anyway, I saw a lot. That's still newer to me though. But yeah, I think I'm going to use the Darling palette and let this sink in. The walk with my friend was so lovely. Okay. I'm going to share something really kind of, it makes me feel vulnerable. Okay. But I'm going to share it anyway. For years in adulthood, I was praying for friends that I really, really connected with on multiple levels that I feel like I've never really had. I would see people that would have friends and they are so close with them and they can share everything with them. And I never really felt throughout high school, college, early adulthood that I ever really had that person that I felt that level. Like I always had friends that I really liked. Okay, so if you're a friend watching this, but I would feel like I can share certain parts of my life, but I never really shared other parts. And it was my own thing. It had nothing to do with the friend themselves, but it was always something like I would feel like I wanted to hold back on this area of my life, but I would share this area and this, that, and the other. And I was genuinely praying for friends that I felt fully 100% I could be myself with. And, people will say God will show off from time to time and answer your prayers in ways that are bigger and better than anything you could have ever envisioned for yourself. And boy, do I feel like he has been showing off to me when it comes to friends in my life and ones that I have met in the past few years that I feel so like I have so much in common with and I feel so comfortable with. It's pretty unbelievable. And it makes me emotional because I'm just so thankful. I feel very, very thankful because I think this is what I've always wanted, but I never knew what it would feel like, and it is awesome. So God answers prayers. I fully believe that. And sometimes he shows off a little bit. And yeah. Okay. What? I don't know what I'm doing. I need like a little makeup washcloth. Hold on. Can I ask you guys this too? What are you guys using to like hold your hair back when you get ready in the morning? Just a headband? I'm kind of over the like bumpy one. I like this one because it's like a towel. I'll just throw it in the washer and wash it. You know what I mean? But I usually, like I used to use the clips and stuff like that, but I'm wanting something fresh. Because listen, I have to look at myself on camera a lot, and you guys do too if you're watching my videos. It's nice to have something fresh and different. You guys can see my dry shampoo in there. Anywho, all right, I'm gonna get ready. I'll report back if there's anything interesting of note. Okay, here's something I want to talk about. That Morphe concealer I've talked about kind of randomly. I love this stuff. And the more I've used it, like if you have dry under eye, I think you would really like this. I feel like it's medium coverage. It blends so easily and seamlessly. I feel like it stays really well throughout the day. I still need to set it like I do every concealer, but it's not like desperate to be set. Like I like to set it, but I don't feel like it's like if I don't, it would be crazy looking. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm curious, how many of you guys set your under eyes when you do concealer with powder, and how many of you guys just leave it, just the concealer? I feel like it's also an age thing. Like as you get fine lines and stuff, like you really just, setting it really does make a difference. But then there's also the kind of nice thing about when you don't have powder under there, like if it creeps into the fine lines, you can just kind of tap it in, and that's also nice. But I've realized I'm not usually these days setting my under eye to prevent that. Oftentimes I'm setting it because I think it makes this like hollow part of my eye, like the bags and stuff there, look less pronounced when it's set because the light is catching it in a more almost flat way versus like all the contours and do you know what I mean? That I feel like mentally when I'm setting my under eye, that's what I'm doing. And I do think it does make a huge difference. And you guys already know, still loving the L'Oreal, but I've been messing around with other ones. The Bare Minerals concealer I've loved for years, the Well Rested. I've been using this one lately. If you've never tried this, it's a concealer in its own. Like it has its own coverage in a powder. You could just use this. However, I never do. I always use it to set, but I use a light hand because you really don't need a lot. Like I'll get some in there and then tap it out. But it truly is a powder, so it does set, but it really adds just extra coverage. I love this stuff so much. The shade I use, because there are different shades, is Bisque. I know they have one that's more brightening that's called Well Rested. That one was very popular for a long time. Some of you guys are smiling because you're like, oh, I remember that. But I don't use a lot from Bare Minerals these days, but this is one I really do love. And if it was ever missing from my collection or I used it up or whatever, I would just buy it again. So good. I feel like the second shade in is such a fall shimmer. Like it's kind of an orangey copper, maybe more like a copper color. And it is so, so pretty. I feel like a lot of times Charlotte Tilbury's bigger palettes, the shadow quality is not great, but these smaller ones, the shadow quality is amazing. I don't know why. To me, they feel like totally different formulas. I don't know why they would do that, why they would not have the same. I don't know if it's a cost thing, like to save money, but it doesn't really make any sense because these are expensive. You know what I mean? But anyway, I love the quality of these palettes. The bigger ones, I've not been a huge fan of, but yeah, this feels very fall to me. Again, I feel like it looks so much more muted on camera. I'll try to show you in real life light here momentarily. Also, I'm watching a YouTube video from Defunct Land about the 1964 World's Fair in New York. And of course, the Disney tie-in of like Walt Disney created a bunch. And I've heard different stories, and like I knew Carousel of Progress and like certain rides we love were created for this and then brought to Disney World eventually. But wow, the actual story behind the World's Fair and all this is absolutely fascinating. We just got our carpets cleaned, so we had to lift like things up onto other surfaces, you know? So it's nice. There's a fan blowing if you can hear that. But the carpets are all clean. Life with kids, man. There are stains everywhere. And you guys know, if you've been around a while, Tyler and his carpet. Anyway, I wanted to end this vlog properly. Thank you so much to fragrance.com for sponsoring a part of this video. Again, if you want to get 35% off your first order on already discounted fragrance, you can do so by clicking the link down in the description box and using my code, which is JessB. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, friends.